Hello everyone, I'm Caroline and today I've got a haul video for you of lots of things I bought from the charity shops or thrift stores and a few other brand new bargains too. And the first thing I thought we could look at is this bag. It looked like this when I bought it. It's not in very good condition because they just stuffed lots and lots of craft pieces in here. And then somebody ripped it open to see what was in there, didn't buy it, and then I came along and I bought it. So £3, let's have a look what £3 bought me in this mixed lot of jumbled up bits and pieces. I'll put it to the side and we'll pull things out one at a time. So this is a Wilko make your own Christmas cross stitch. That was £1 originally and it's got plastic canvas and some yarn. And I wonder if there's a needle in this. Let's have a look. Oh yes, there it is. A needle too. I think somebody may have started this and given up because some of these are knotted like that and some are not. So I think somebody has been doing some of this. How much did they say? How many pieces? Nope. So there we go. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? 2 plastic grid. So there we go. They must have tried it and then given up, pulled all the yarn off, and I got 2 pieces of plastic canvas and some yarn and a pattern. So that'll be very useful for Christmas, or I'm probably going to reuse this plastic canvas for something else. Right, this is going to get very messy, so I'm going to try piling things up neatly, but no doubt by the end we're going to have a collapse. What's this? This is Learning Embroidery by Numbers. And this has got little tubs of... what's that? I think it's yarn. Yep, there's yarn in those little tubs. And it's a long stitch craft kit. It's 8 by 10 inches with 8 colour threads, 1 needle and full instructions. And it's for age 7+, so I should be okay with that. This is really awkward for me because I've lost the little connector to connect my camera to my monitor, which is over there. So I'm not quite sure what if you can see what I want you to see. But I will do my best, so you know if I suddenly wander off over here, it's just because I can't see a thing that I'm doing. The thing is with this sort of thing is I can make that up and I can put it on something summery. If I wanted to make a summer craft and I wanted a really nice image for it, I could use that, couldn't I? I think that would be a lot of fun. I can settle down watching TV and do that and then make the craft things then at my desk where the messy bit comes in. So I like that. Let's have a look what else is in here. We've got, this is a Reflections, a Stitch in Time. £26.95. Oh, there's what it is. It's a skill level 3. Recapture the stylish elegance of a bygone age. And there's a pond and there's some children and their mum and a couple walking there. And lots of swans and some ducks. Oh, and some daffodils. So it's obviously spring. Afternoon stroll. Let's have a look. Is that what's in here though? It may not be. Oh, look. There's a bag and it says on there, afternoon stroll. So that's the right bag of cottons. Oh, somebody's made a start. Let's have a look what they've done. Got a free hoop as well. And open it right out. Oh, it's just a piece of thread. So they've done some of the flowers, the ladies, the beginnings of her dress. So they've made a bit of a start. Now sometimes if I get one like this, I'll take all the stitching I don't like out, or the stitching I haven't done, and start again. But I'll see, because if that's nicely done, I may leave it and just carry on. Then I've got a bit of somebody else's work in with my work. That would be fun. So I'll pop that back in my bag. When you think somebody paid £27 for that kit, I didn't do too bad, did I? £3 for the whole bag full. Let's have a look what else is in here. Oh, it's one of those tablecloths. Oh, and lots of other bits. Right, so we've got some embroidery floss, stitch and sew. This is by Rango. Never heard of those before. Plenty of selection there. And Greta Design. So it's a tablecloth, 43.5 by 43.5. I'm just going to check my camera's on. Yes, it is. I had a horrible feeling I wasn't filming then. Right, so it's got it's like the mark, the transfer being put on it. And then you, aha, then I'm going to say you embroider the decoration, and somebody has already started again. I wonder if this came from the same person and is somebody who likes to start and then get bored and buy another kit, because that's done. Oh, there's a yellow centre done over there. That seems to be about it. Well, that's very nice. I like that. Well, I'm going to have a lot of fun sewing that. I could take that away with me one day when I don't want to take a lot of craft items, and I can just take that, and I'll have to definitely, no, there's no needle. I'll have to find a needle. I can take myself away a little kit. It'll be very neat and tidy. Right, let's see what else is in here. What's this? William Briggs, the Needlecraft people. Ah, that's probably from the hoops that they bought. And what's this? Ah, now that should have been in the bag. This is the afternoon stroll, and it's the chart to show you what to do. Right, so that's much better, because I thought I had to copy the picture. That would have not been a pretty sight. So there, I can do it now. I've got the proper little chart as well. I've never done this sort of thing. I usually do counted cross stitch or like freehand embroidery. I've never actually followed an embroidery pattern, so that's going to be entertaining. I've got, what's this? Make your own Christmas felt stocking. Ooh, very nice, 98p. Bit of fun for Christmas. And what's this? That looks like a strawberry. Oh, it's one of those free gifts from a magazine, I think. Crewel embroidery. Your kit contains calico, embroidery, a crewel needle and wadding. No, it doesn't. Anything in there? No, it just contains a strawberry on a piece of cloth. Oh well. Pop that over there. And what else have we got? Oh, this is a little makeup bag that you can embroider on. If I show you, it's got very, well, is that linen it would be? I suppose it could be. It could be cotton. It might say on here now. No, it just says a makeup bag. Aha! Aha! There's a pattern. Oh, there's a picture. You can sew your makeup bag with some pansies. Needlecraft, we hope you enjoy your free subscription gift. So you will need this bag, some cotton, tapestry needle, scissors, sewing cotton and sewing needle. Right. So there we go. I've got the makeup bag, but I'll need to put my own floss and needle with that. That's not a problem. I got those. What's this? Oh, there's some felt. Does it open? I think we'll need to cut that and get my scissors. At this point, I accidentally cut through the felt. Not that I've ever done that sort of thing before. And we've got 3 very nicely coordinating pieces of felt. That'll come in useful. And Busilla ribbon embroidery. Oh, I've never done ribbon embroidery. Create an heirloom. Floral splash potpourri heart. Oh, potpourri. And we got, what are these? Oh, some needles. Various sizes, I would imagine. And some beads. And some lace. And some, very scrunched up ribbon. And let's have a look how big this is. Oh, it's like a silky material. So there's the heart. So you put your embroidery on first, I would imagine. Then you cut it out and put your right sides together, sew around, add your lace, or add your lace and then sew around, and you're done. There's another kit. I think I've done pretty well there for £3, and there's still more. Put these very fiddly little bits over there and see what's next. This is free egg cozy kit. Ooh, instant felt applique. Is it all cut out? When it says instant, you imagine it's already cut out for you. So we shall discover whether or not it's cut out. Or is it just big chunks of felt? Oh no, yeah, oh yes. You've got to cut it out. And they haven't given us a chart to cut it out. Right, so that's going to be freehand, which is going to be rather entertaining. I think my chicken may end up looking like a turkey. We shall find out. And I've got this. This is, another long stitch kit. and there's no price on it. Distributed by Twileys of Stamford, and it's a cow with a daisy in her mouth, and that comes with the yarn and the canvas, and in there, don't know if you can see it, there's the needle. What's next? Oh, this is somebody's printed something out here, crochet patterns, Happy Hairs pattern from, let's have a look, says in there in the corner, something special, no idea. And there's all the patterns there, but also some of them seem to have been ready cut out for me. Well, I might try making one of those for a bit of fun. They look really cute. We seem to have mother's bodice back, mother's bodice front. This is for a tapestry frame. This really is a jumble of bits and pieces. I'll have to do some sorting afterwards. Right, what's next? Oh, is that it? Yep. So this is a free card kit with a free rubber stamp, apparently. Yep, and a flower and an envelope and some paper. It makes a teddy bear splashing in puddles. So for any of you who know me from my mudlarking days, then pop your wellies on, we're going in. Oh, that'll be fun to make. The price has come off something, £3.49, no idea what. And 2 teddy buttons. Oh dear, that teddy isn't looking very well, is he? Or is he looking around the corner? That one's not so bad, but that one's a bit wonky. Yeah, you'll have fun with teddy bear buttons. I'm sure we'll find something to use teddy bear buttons on. And finally, right, we have no idea what this does. It's some sort of kit. Pull it out. We've got, if I go in here, got a roll of quilting cotton. 200 meters, and what's this? It's all stuck with sellotape. Right, these sort of Taj Mahal-y type buildings, and pink and blue spots and white with spots. Oh, nice little bit of fabric there, and lovely because it's been designed for a kit. They go together well, so I can always use those together in something else, or use them individually. I've got a fair few pieces of little fabrics around now, so I may make a quilt at some point using my sewing machine. So let me know in the comments if you'd like to see a little bit of quilting going on, because I know sewing isn't for everybody. Some people love sewing. Let me know what you think. Do you like to watch quilting or not? Well, it won't be quilting. It's difficult, isn't it? It's not what I always used to think quilting was putting the cotton in when the wadding is inside your quilt to make it look quilted. But some people call putting the patchwork together quilting, where I call that patchwork. So I'm not quite sure. So let me know. Do you like seeing sewing or not? That's the easiest way of putting it. Right, that's those done. I can put that in my bin. And the next one's big. Wait for it. This is enormous. Here it comes. Look at that. It's a dryad. Am I in the... There, I think you should be able to see there. It's a dryad lace making starter kit. And it cost me £1.50. This thing is huge. And if we take the lid off, inside we've got a piece of cardboard. And this is pricking card. So you can make your patterns on this. I think somebody was using it for some reason to prick their patterning cards and going through this as well. But I'll be able to cut plenty off this for making some printing patterns. Some pricked out patterns. I've got bobbin lace for beginners, and somebody cut out a few patterns. Now I used to make lace. I haven't made it for years, well, decades since I've made lace, and I got rid of my lace pillow many moons ago. So when I saw this, I thought, well, I'm going to give this a try, and if it's not for me anymore, it's not. But if I enjoy it, then eventually I'll make myself a nice straw quilting pillow, because these ones, the polystyrene, don't last forever, and you tend to use the same area. Well, somebody there, you can see, they've only made 3 strips, and it's left its mark. You imagine when you're making a long piece of lace, say, let me have a look what we got here. And you make your long piece of lace, and then you can always move it up, and then you make some more, and then you're rolling your lace up and move it on. But the problem is then you tend to get a lot of big divots in there that you can't get the needles to stay in where you want them to be, or the pins. So I'll probably make myself a straw one. If I decide to make a straw one, I'll do a video on it and perhaps just a basic lace stitch so that you can just make strips of lace just to try it, see if it's for you. And in here, there's a box of pins, which are essential to lace making, but it's open, so I'll clear that another time. That's for making the patterns, making holes. It's another pointy thingy. Pokey thingy, but it's rather sharp. It's not like my usual pokey thingy. It's quite thin. And then we got the bobbins, and somebody's been using black thread on these. And hanging down the bottom, this is what you call the spangle. And they've added the spangles. I think this did come originally, if I remember years ago seeing an advert for them. I think it comes with its own spangles, but they tend to be lightweight. I like to put my own glass ones on anyway. You get more weight on the actual bobbins then for pulling the lace tight, but very pretty, and I'm going to use those for now. It will be interesting if any of you on here make handmade lace. Do you pick up your bobbins? I know it used to be a contentious thing. My teacher taught us to pick up your bobbins because, I'll just give you a quick example. You've got your bobbins. Let's see if I can remember. Probably can't now. I think you do one there, then those there, and then that one there, and that's one stitch. But she taught us to just go like that and like that, and then I can't do it now because I haven't done it for so long, and pop them back down, and that was actually a lot quicker, even though it didn't seem a lot quicker because I was all fingers and thumbs. So if you make lace, do you pick up your bobbins or not? Right, let's move this out of the way. That is by far the biggest item. That down on the floor because it's too big to fit on my desk. And we'll have a look at some new items. I was in the shop called What. Yeah, it's called What with an exclamation mark, which never makes sense because it should have a question mark, shouldn't it? And they had all these Christmassy things, and they were 4 for £1. So I got, where are they two? Merry Christmas, and there are 2 on each card there. So I had some Merry Christmases, and I got some snowflakes. These are lovely. I thought I could even, if I wanted to, you've got 2 on one card of these too. Put them together and make like a snowflake bauble. I thought they looked much nicer than just a standard hanging one. So that would be a bit of fun. And I could even put something inside there. I'm not sure if it would work. If I cut out star shape and put it in the middle in white, or plus a silver glitter, or even, what about some glittery foam with the one you can cut out yourself? So I could do that. Another one of those. And I got these angels. Now these angels, I'm pretty sure they were just 1. Were they? Have I got that wrong? Yep, 1 per card. So that was 25p. Isn't that lovely for 25p? Look at the glittery bits. And I wonder what would happen if I doubled up these. Yep, you could double up those. Like that. Oh, they're slightly off. Maybe you couldn't with those. I'm not sure why. But I'm sure I'll be able to come up with a good use for those for Christmas. And probably Christmas in July. They may even go on a frame with some backing paper behind them. Something really pretty but contrasting. Oh, some silver or some plain white. Some blue with snowflakes on. Some clouds. A starry sky. Oh, you could put anything really, couldn't you? Whatever you fancy. So I think that lot cost me £2 if I remember rightly. That's not bad. The only downside with these is I will have glitter everywhere for weeks now. Look at it. It's going to be on the carpet. It's going to be in my drawers of my desk. Never mind. Right, now you know whenever I'm in the one charity shop that does frames for 50p, I cannot resist. And there was a problem this time. They had reduced it so the prices were now 2 frames for 50p. Well, you know me, I couldn't say no. So I got some frames, and in them were these pictures. I'm going to do a bit of research on these. They're by somebody called Sue Coleman, and there you can see the killer whales. And Sue Coleman is rapidly earning international recognition for her distinctive watercolours, and this is all about killer whales. Oh, we often refer to them as sea wolves. Interesting. So I got that one with the whales, and that one with the bears. And this one I thought was on a similar theme, but it's not. This was West Coast Guard by Michael O'Toole. prints. Again, I don't think any of these are actual paintings, but it seems to be from the same company. Let's have a look. Turn these over. Island Art. Oh no, this is West Coast Art in Motion. So they're different companies. I love the frames. I think they're very stylish and modern. I love all this silvery look to them. And they're interesting formation as well. I'm not sure how you actually take the backs out. I'd imagine they push out. Let's have a look. I've got a look. Oh, that's awkward, but yet that's what you do. Got those little bits. Now, walk them somehow back in like that. Oops, sorry about the clattering. So I've got 3 of those. One is a slightly different colour though. I can pick them up and show you. The one's got a blue tinge to it. And just moving on, I got to put these on the floor. Excuse me a minute for disappearing. Oh, I'm getting in a mess. So that was 3 frames, which is 75p. And then I got this one. So it was actually 2 lots of 2 frames. And look at this. If I start there, move it up. Now, one of the things I like about these sort of frames is when you turn them over, quite often you'll find that they've been joined together. And here I've actually got 5 frames. That one's a little bit damaged, but it's really nothing to worry about. So I can either keep this as it is, or I can take it apart, have 5 frames, plus I've got a free bit of ribbon. Look at that. Oh, I love freebies. And if we turn them over, they are so beautiful. I like the pictures in them anyway. I may even use these as part of a bigger project and leave some of the pictures in. This I particularly like. I'm not sure which would be my favourite. I think possibly the bird, possibly this. But that looks a little bit generic, doesn't it? Like it's out of a book of paper. So I think I'd go with the bird. Very nice. Hope you can see. I think I'm in shot. So that was my picture frames. There's more coming. Don't go just yet. You know me. I like to buy lots and lots of things. Especially at my favourite prices. I got these 3 yarns. I know I got another one and I can't find it. Oh well, imagine another one. I can't even remember what colour it is. But I like getting chunky yarns because if you're going to cover something, then you can use twine, but you can also use chunky yarn and then you've got instant colour. If I do that, like that, there you go. You can see that is a very cosy way of covering things. And you can mix your colours. If you want to add some stripes, you can do that sort of thing. This is a little bit thinner, but I'm happy because I had the 4 of these, the other one which has disappeared, for 50p. So 50p wasn't a bad price, and it's surprising. It's much quicker to cover something with this than if I pull some twine, you can imagine. And so it's the speed of it, and also the fact that it's completely different texture, isn't it? If I take my roll of string off and show you there, you can see you're going to have a completely different type of item if you cover it with yarn or if you cover it with wool. So I think that is going to be a lot of fun to use. Put my yarn back over there. And they're not full balls, but that doesn't matter. The next thing is something new. Put those in my pile on the floor. And I got 3 boxes of crafting decorations from Morrison's. And if you're not from the UK, Morrison's over here is a supermarket. A bit like Walmart, I suppose, if you're in America, that sort of thing. Let's open these up. And inside, I'm assuming, are 3 nests. Yep. Look at those. They're so pretty. Whoever made these is as bad with a glue gun as I am. Look at that. If you've watched me crafting, you know that is... I'd say that's worse than me. I'm pretty awful, but somebody's really been sloppy with their glue gun there. But they're lovely. So I can either take this off if I wanted to. I quite like it on. It all depends what I'm going to do with them, but I think they're going to be a lot of fun. Look at the difference in shapes and sizes. That was all wonky. That one's round. So they're actually quite realistic. I quite like those. And they were originally £1 a box, but they were selling them off for, wait for it, 30p a box. And they had 3 boxes left, so I thought, I'll buy those 3 boxes. The only way it could have been better is if it was 10p a box. No, it could have been even better. It could have been free. But at 30p, which is 10p a nest, I think that's a really good price for the amount of fun I'm going to have with those and the amount of inspiration it brings. Plus, it doesn't matter if you don't use them all now, because pop them away with your spring supplies and then next spring, dig them back out again. Well, thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I just love buying cheapy things, especially bags of bulk items, and you don't know what's in there. If you've enjoyed this video, then please give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe, because we got so many craft videos coming out over the next months of 2023. And also, we'll be doing Christmas in July, and you don't want to miss that. We've got some really fun projects coming up. I'll see you next time, but until then, don't forget, have fun. Bye.